Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Kyle with Affordable Lawn Maintenance, CEO and founder of Affordable Lawn Maintenance. Here today we are going to learn how to set the clock according to the SNWA guidelines. Go ahead and come on over. This here's a clock. Go ahead and we're going to open the clock, and as you can see, this clock is set on run. If I turn it to off, it says off, so now I know that it's set on run. On this particular clock, the run has to be in the position that it's in right now. We're going to go straight into setting the clock. You want to turn the dial to set clock. As you can see, it's set for 12:21 p.m. Very important that you set it right, because otherwise you will be not in compliance with SNWA. So SNWA is Southern Nevada Water District. So they will fine you if you water between 11 and 7. So one rule is do not water between 11 and 7. So if we wanted to change this time, which we don't, but we would push the plus button to move up or the minus button to move down. We're going to leave it where it's at. So if we want to change the PM, we could hit the next button, and the next button we're back to PM. So we're going to go over and see what the date's set at. The date is set at 2020. Month is the fifth month, which is May, and the date is the 6th. Once again, you're using this arrow or this arrow to scroll back and forth to the different functions. So we're good on this function, so we'll go straight into the start time. Start time is 7 a.m., which is earlier than the 11 a.m. allowed. So we will water at 7 a.m. in the morning, just as the sun is coming up, and then let's hit the next button, and it'll say start time number 2. We are watering at 7 p.m. just as the restriction is released at 7 at night. So once again, between 11 in the morning and 7 at night, do not water, period. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to the next start time, which is start time number 3. We do not want to water 3 times a day, so we're gonna leave that blank. And start time number 4, we do not want to water 4 times a day. So let's go ahead and move over to the run time. Run time is the exact time that your valve is gonna be on watering. So if you, which we have station 1 for 10 minutes, that is grass. So that means that the grass is going to water for exactly 10 minutes. If we wanted to push it up to 15 minutes, we just hit the up button. If we want to decrease it down to 5 minutes, we decrease it. But we're gonna go ahead and leave it at 10 minutes because that's what I want to water it at. You can water as much as you want or as little as you want, but your yard will reflect that. So let's go ahead and see what station number 2, which is the next button, which is station number 2 here, which is our plants. Our plants are going to water 60 minutes, which seems like a lot of time, but it is only 1 hour, and each little head that's on the plants waters anywhere from 1 to 4 gallons per hour. So it's not a lot of water. Once again, remember, see this 60 minutes, station number 2, that is going to come on at 7 a.m. and that is going to come on at 7 p.m. So just so you know. So back here to station number 2, we only have 2 valves. If you want to check yourself, you pull the back off the clock and you look down here, 2 wires, and station 3 and 4 have no wires. So that's how you would tell. If there was wires here, then that means you have valves outside that are going to water something on those stations. So lastly, you want to go to how often. The water district requires you to water Monday through Saturday, no Sunday. So if you can see SU is blinking, if I wanted to water Sunday, I would have hit the plus button and put the box around it. I'm going to go ahead and go back to that Sunday and hit the negative sign and take that off. So now I have Monday, next, Tuesday, next, Wednesday shows off. We're going to hit on. Thursday is on, Friday is on, and Saturday is on. So once you've done this, you have set exactly how many days you're going to water, how long each valve is going to water for on the run time, and the start time that it is actually going to kick on and water during that day. So let's go back over to run, which it shows up here on your clock. Next start 7 p.m. So that means that tonight at 7 p.m. it's going to water again. If we wanted to go ahead and test it and make sure that we're good, let's go ahead and hit the manual and then the enter. And then we are going to walk out and look in the yard and see exactly what's watering, which station 1 is watering for 10 minutes right now. Let's go ahead and walk out. As you can see, the grass is watering. Exactly what we want. Everything looks good. Grass is real green, so we know we're watering a good time. Let's go back in and hit the manual one more time and see if the plants are watered. Okay, we see that we've been watering outside station 1. We still have 9 minutes left. We're not gonna wait for that 9 minutes, so we're gonna hit the next button. Remember, the next button moves from each position by just hitting it. So next, so it's showing station 2, 60 minutes. So let's go back out and see if the drippers are working. And as you can see over here on the barrel cactus, the water is just starting up. So then you know that your heads are working perfectly and you are watering. Alright everybody, so that's how you set your clock. That wraps us up for today. Please come back to our Instagram and check us out. We're going to have how-tos, tricks, and tips, and we should get you on the road. Thank you. Have a great day.